All right, everybody, happy Sunday. So we're kind of in that same situation again, right? Where we're seeing those afternoon showers and storms, just like I said. It's a possibility that we'll see these over and over and over again, really, not only from yesterday into today, but for the next few days. That's just the setup that we're in. So I'm going to break down what we're seeing across the area, because not only do we have one severe thunderstorm, but we're having a lot of thunderstorms across central Georgia and a lot of Georgia in general. So I'll break that down for you. Give me 1 second. I will pull up the chat, and we're going to talk about these severe thunderstorm warnings. And if you have any comments to make, you can throw them in the chat, and I will be watching. All right, so Vicky asked what's happening. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Lamar, Monroe, Upson counties. I'm going to take this full screen so that you can see what I'm looking at. And here we go. Severe thunderstorm warning is issued for Culloden, Thomaston, Barnesville, and places in that area. And this is for radar indicated inch in diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. What we're tuning into now is a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Lamar, Upson, and Monroe counties until 5 p.m. today. And like I was telling you guys yesterday on Facebook Live, is that this is a possibility for really the next few days of these afternoon showers and storms. Some could go rogue, strong, to severe, and that's what we're seeing in our extreme northwestern quadrant of the area. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? Emily said, what's going on in Fort Valley? Fort Valley, you're dry for right now, but there's a lot of storms around the area. So that's kind of what we're really dealing with, is these scattered showers and storms. So when we say scattered, that means obviously not everybody will get a storm, but we are going to see them in certain areas. So we're doing that for right now. Good. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good afternoon. Byron, you're good. Just a few showers just to your south. Warner Robins, if you live in West Warner Robins, you're getting some of that rain right now. But the severe thunderstorm warning is for Upson, Monroe, Lamar counties until 5 p.m. And like the Weather Service has indicated, it's for that inch in diameter hail and gusty winds. So let's check out what we're seeing. For this, we have to take this little warning box off, so kind of just remember the general area. And we're going to kind of question it to see what it's seeing. This is saying 20 miles an hour, 15 to 20. So I think that we're a little too far away from the radar, because the radar is centered in Twiggs County. So Twiggs County is a very far away from Lamar, Upson, and Monroe County. So that's why it may not be picking up on what the Weather Service is seeing. But let's check out. Okay, yeah, here's some of that hail near the Rock in Upson County. So down Highway 36. I mentioned Twiggs County, Barbara, because that's where the radar is. So it's really hard to see those storms if you're that miles and miles and miles away from the radar, because it's not picking up what's on the ground, it's picking up what's in the atmosphere. So yes, people are asking about their area. While you guys are not in severe thunderstorm warning, I definitely will give you kind of like a scan of the current conditions around the area. So let's take it top to bottom, okay? So north to south. So just north of our severe thunderstorm warning in central Georgia, a severe thunderstorm warning is going on in the southern parts of Atlanta. So if you have any friends going north through I-75 to McDonough, Locust Grove, Hampton, make sure that they were safe. But severe thunderstorm warning going on for Clayton and Henry counties. Again, not in our area, but like directly outside of it. Anywhere from Monticello to Eatonton, you are good in terms of rain. Then you start to hit Jones and Baldwin counties, and we're seeing another complex of storms kind of firing up. Heavy rain, lightning. If you live in Gray, Milledgeville, Coopers, Lake Sinclair, be best to get off of the lake. Spencer asked about Washington County, and we're seeing some of the heavy rain in North Washington County. So just keeping an eye on that, but honestly, you guys are kind of just seeing those really, really isolated showers and storms. The one that I'm going to keep an eye on for right now is the one on the Jones-Baldwin County line. This one's producing a lot of heavy rain and storms. We'll see what they do with that one. Macon, you're getting a little bit of some rain right in the heart of downtown. So that's something to keep in mind. William asked a very good question. Is it moving towards Macon Bibb? So we have this one little storm right now, really kind of over downtown. And with these storms, they're really not going to be moving much. And that's the big thing about this. It's a summertime setup, so with these storms, you're going to get the clouds not going out, but going up. So it's going to rain in certain areas. So like right now, it's dry at 13 WMAZ as we speak. But in downtown Macon, you have that very tiny thunderstorm, and it's not going to move any direction. It's just going to pour and rain itself out. So that's what we're kind of looking at for this kind of setup. Hey, Yolanda, how are you? Just a small storm in Bibb County, but notice those little green things that kind of come from those storms that are kind of moving towards Rutland, Middle Georgia Airport. Those are called outflows boundaries. And with outflow boundaries, it's kind of like a storm giving its last breath. It's dying. It wants to give one last push. And so you get gusty winds along that kind of boundary. But also, when the boundaries collide with other ones, it can create more storms. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Talked about Millersville already. Sparta. Let's go up to Sparta. You're dry in Sparta. You're good. You're good. You're good. It's raining at your house here in Perry. Yeah. Houston County is getting some good rain. There's a storm that just developed really over the I-75 corridor between Peach and the Houston County lines. So just be careful. Go inside if you live anywhere in Warner Robins, Perry, along I-75. Pouring off of 96. Thank you for that note. Hi, Donna. I love seeing you too. But we're seeing that rain kind of around the area. And then if we take it south, a lot of our southern counties, which was the opposite from yesterday, not seeing a lot of rain. No problem, Gloria. So speaking of Cadwell, dry, Dublin, dry, Eastman, Abbeville, Vienna, Cordele, Unadilla, Vidalia, Alamo, all y'all are dry. So it's really going to be our northern half of the area that's seeing that rain for right now. And the reason that we're on live right now is because of the severe thunderstorm warning that's for Upson, Lamar, and Monroe until 5 p.m. And while I didn't see the gusty winds on my side, like I was saying, the radar sites, it's kind of in between radar sites, so it's kind of hard to pick up some of those winds. We were seeing that hail earlier within that hail core kind of now along the Lamar, Upson County lines near the rock. So that's why they kind of issued that. No problem, no problem. Watching it for Forsyth. Dee says she lives close to, or they live close to WMAZ. Will we get any more rain for the area? I want to grill something. That's the problem with these storms, right, Dee, is because they're pop-up showers and storms. So, could we get a storm like right near the station? Absolutely. Could we not get a storm? Absolutely. That's just kind of the nature of these pop-up showers and storms, is that it doesn't discriminate in terms of where it hits. So I can't give you a definite yes or no that it will or will not. But for right now, probably be the best time to do it now, since that outflow boundary is going south and not north. So it wouldn't collide with anything. So I would go out and grill now if you live in East Macon. Hi, Mill, hello. No problem, no problem. Yeah, like Reed said, typical summertime weather. Hi from Sandersville, hello. Nice little shower an hour ago and ideal. Yeah, we need the rain for sure, for sure. What about Forsyth? Well, that's the thing. So Forsyth, you're not in this severe thunderstorm warning, but you're just outside of it, right? So Forsyth, you're actually kind of dry, which is the funny thing I keep saying about these summertime showers and storms, is that someone in the western part of the county may get rain and you may see zero. And that's just kind of the nature of the pattern we're in. But Forsyth, you're dry. But we're kind of watching these like little small hiccups of storms that are producing some hail. So I'll go back to it because I saw it earlier. There's one, like I said, on the Lamar, Upson County line, but just west of Barnesville and north of Meansville, we have another kind of small hail core producing some pea-sized or small hail. So we'll keep an eye out for that one to see if they're going to issue a warning for that one as well, because it is producing some pretty good lightning. But again, this severe thunderstorm warnings for Lamar, Monroe, Upson until 5. Lake Wildwood, Crawford County, let's scoot down. You did not miss Crawford County, Nicole. Megan, sorry. You did not miss Crawford County. There's some rain just south of Roberta, but everywhere else in Crawford County is dry. Anything coming to Warner Robins? Warner Robins, you're getting a pretty good downpour right now. Not as mature of a storm, and the reason that I can tell you that is because you're not seeing those lightning strikes on top of each other like the little symbols, which means that it's like a really heavy big storm. It's just a really, really, really heavy shower. So that's what's going on in Warner Robins, Centerville, all the way down the Peach and Houston County lines. So let's see, High Falls. High Falls a little bit out of our area, but a little bit, just on the very tippy corner. High Falls is good. You have some rain on the Lamar and Monroe County lines, so just south of you, but High Falls is dry. But like I keep saying, like these storms may move like a mile or two, but they're not. It's not a line of storms heading your direction. These storms are gonna be clouds that mature in one area, so they're gonna grow and grow and grow and grow, and then rain themselves out. So that's the story. Mill just said lightning just started in North Washington. Yeah. We're seeing that right now. And I'm really keeping an eye on this one here in just on the Jones and Baldwin County lines, because it's maturing pretty well. Like I was saying, the one in Houston County, I wasn't as concerned with because it's just a heavy shower, and how you know that is because you're not seeing as many lightning strikes. This is a pretty heavy storm going down in Milledgeville, all the way close to Gray. So if you have anybody who lives near Lake Blackshear, Milledgeville, Gray, tell them to go inside right now because that's a pretty mature storm. We can see if we can find any hail. Yeah, a little bit of a hail core, so we'll see if the Weather Service picks up on that one. They may not, but that's just something to keep in mind. So across the area, giving you a big view, we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings going on across Georgia in general. The one that's south of Atlanta for Henry and Clayton counties. There's one over the border near Augusta, and then the one in our area, which is Lamar, Upson, and Monroe counties. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. We're tracking the severe weather across central Georgia. Tell the storms to grow up already. That's funny. Severe lightning on Highway 22 near Haddock and Milledgeville. That's what I was saying. Rachel's absolutely right. Like I was saying, that storm looks kind of intense. So if you're out and about in Milledgeville or Haddock right now, go inside. Because that is a pretty strong storm there near the Jones-Baldwin County line. I kind of put it in view so y'all can see the severe thunderstorm warning on the left, but that really strong storm near Gray and Milledgeville on the right. Taylor County, y'all are good. Just like a few showers in the area, but nothing as big as we're seeing in the northern parts of central Georgia. Denise said, which way the storm which way is the storm heading? And like I was saying earlier, with these afternoon showers and storms, they're really not going to move that much. They're going to be in the area, but they're not going to be moving in a certain direction. The clouds will be building up and up and up and up, and then they're going to rain themselves out just wherever they are. They're not going to be moving because we need some type of wind shear for that, and we don't have that in our atmosphere right now. It's just a lot of humidity and energy. So all you're going to have are storms just moving up and raining themselves out. So it's not really moving anywhere. So if you don't see a storm in your immediate area, doesn't mean one won't come, but it's not going to be moving a certain direction. Still reading your comments. Lightning and thunder, but no rain in Milledgeville yet. Yeah, I'm sure you might be on that outer edge of the storm, like this right side of the storm, where you're getting like some like lightning strikes, because lightning can strike 10 miles away from the storm without it even raining. Raining hard on Highway 22. Yep. What about Butler? Like I said, Butler is dry. Crisp and Dooley counties. Like I was saying earlier, this kind of thing is more for our northern counties. It's Crisp and Dooley, you may have like very, very light showers, but nothing really to note specifically that's as intense as the ones we're seeing over here in Lamar, Upson, Monroe, Jones, and Baldwin. Let me see. I'm still reading y'all's comments, so keep them coming. Is it coming towards Mount Vernon, Renita? No. Again, that area is still dry. Lots of thunder in Warner Robins. Yeah, Warner Robins had a pretty good, like a really, really heavy downpour going on. But like I said, not really seeing any lightning, so not as concerned as the severe thunderstorm warning and the one in Baldwin and Milledgeville. Lots of lightning and thunder on Highway 24 East. Yep. Hail in Lamar. Thank you, Faith. If you have any photos of the hail that you're seeing, first of all, be safe about it. Don't just like go out into the storm. But if you can do it from like inside or when the storm passes and there's still hail, definitely send a picture to us and to the Weather Service so they can kind of verify, because they rely on us and you guys to verify their storm reports, right? So they can verify, was this truly a severe thunderstorm that we kind of locked in on, or was just radar just kind of indicating maybe just some heavy rain in the area and we, might have thought there was hail. So definitely if you have pictures, send them to us or the Weather Service. Yeah, and poof, the rain is gone in North Waco. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with these summertime storms. They're gonna be really intense for about 30 minutes and then fall apart. But yeah, we need the rain across central Georgia. Like I keep saying, we're in a drought, so the rain is definitely much needed. I'm gonna put this on a loop so y'all can kind of see, like I'm talking about, these storms are not really going anywhere. They're just like building and building up. So like this severe thunderstorm warning wouldn't go south and east. This severe thunderstorm warning would just get chopped like into a smaller box. If they update it. The Warner Robins one is starting to get a little bit more punch on it. Warner Robins and Middle Georgia Regional Airport starting to get a little bit more punch on it. Still some lightning, heavy downpours. There's one in Gordon now. Hey, you guys have joined the club in Gordon. Some lightning, a few heavy downpours. But you're seeing some of these like little cells just kind of like bursting and dying. And that's what we're going to see across the area really for the rest of the night. So that's something to keep in mind. No rain in Bonaire. What about Eatonton? Dry. Well, I guess south of Eatonton we're seeing some of that rain, but mostly dry. So nothing to worry there. I just wonder if they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for the one in Baldwin County. We'll see. I'm going to see if there's any hail again with these two. Yeah, there's hail right there just west of Milledgeville, and then south of Barnesville and south of Zebulon. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. Gusty winds. Not really seeing anything that's like surprising. We'll see this one about the one in Milledgeville, see what it's doing. No, not too impressed with that. But what we're really seeing is like the heavy rain, frequent lightning, small hail. Is it safe to float down the river? Which river? Thomas, who said that? Donald, tell me which river and I can show you that. I can absolutely show a future view, of course. I will show you future view, Amanda, once I can get it pulled up. Here we go. So future view is showing that, yeah, we have afternoon showers and storms in the area, right? Of course, like we say with any future view, we're not going to have like a pinpointed storm like per se. So don't take this verbatim, but it's just showing you the scattered nature of the storms right now. That will continue for about 9, but notice at 9 p.m., that's when our southern counties start to get hit with some of those heavy downpours. So we'll keep an eye out for that as we head towards the evening to late night hours. That will continue. And then Monday, same thing. So 4th of July looks to have scattered showers. Maybe not as many, which is good news. But still scattered in nature, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then by about dinner time, most of us should be dry. So don't go out here canceling all your fireworks and all your celebrations, they can still happen. Like I said, these are very scattered in nature, so not everybody's going to see a storm. So don't go canceling your plans. But it is a possibility that we do see rain, but it's not going to be a washout. So that's what future view is looking like. I know people love to see the radar. That's why I kind of kept it on radar today. Fort Valley. Let's zoom in and see what Fort Valley is doing. Fort Valley, you're dry. But just note that we have this kind of complex of storms or mess of storms in North Houston. Just to keep that in mind that, again, lightning can strike about 10 miles away. Not that Fort Valley is that close, but just want y'all to be careful. North Houston off Dunbar, thunder, lightning, lots of rain. Yeah, it's really heavy rain. Let's see how much rain we have accumulated in the past hour. Yeah, about a quarter of an inch. So yeah, some pretty heavy downpours. That's pretty good for about an hour. So that's what we're seeing across those areas. Back to radar. That storm's maturing now. Like I keep saying, you're going to notice them maturing when you start to see really heavy downpours plus more lightning. So we're seeing that. You're welcome, Kathy. Dodge County, like I was saying, the southeastern portion that was producing the severe thunderstorm yesterday is dry for right now. So anywhere from Wilcox to Pulaski, Bleckley, Dodge, Lawrence, Johnson, Troutland, Montgomery, Wheeler, Telfair, Crisp, Dooley. You're not seeing any of those heavy downpours right now. It's really going to be this northern half of central Georgia. No rain in Bon Air. Thanks for the update. Like I said, Fort Valley's dry. We are in Lamar County. What can we expect from this storm? Good question, Kimberly, because the severe thunderstorm warning is for you. Well, pretty much all of Lamar County is covered in rain at this point, because Lamar County is small anyway, right? But most of it, we're seeing heavy downpours, lots and lots of lightning. So please be inside if you live in North Upson, any parts of Lamar, and southwestern parts of Monroe County. Be inside. So expect heavy downpours, frequent lightning, small hail. It did say gusty winds with this severe thunderstorm warning, like 60 miles an hour, which of course can be dangerous. I haven't seen it on my radar, but just treat it as such and go inside. But the main threats are going to be heavy downpours, frequent lightning, and small hail for Lamar, Upson, and Monroe counties. Thundering in South Bibb. Yep, sure is. Thanks. We were debating putting a look at Lake Juliet. Yeah, I think that you should be fine right now in Lake Juliet, honestly. But just keep an eye out for that because, like I said, things can change in a heartbeat. We have the heat, we have the humidity, we have all that because, I mean, it's hot, it's in the 90s, it's humid, we have dew point temperatures in the 60s. So you add that together and you have this recipe for showers and storms across the area like we're seeing not even just in Georgia, but all the southeast is getting some storm activity. So back to radar. So, no problem, Cheryl. That's what I'm here for. It's my job. You're welcome, Estella. Is raining good in Byron? Yeah, like I feel like sometimes we always talk about how rain is so bad, right? But rain is actually good. Like we do need some rain. Some of the grass, like especially at some of the places around Central Georgia, is very crunchy. Like like Ben said on the air, it feels like you're stepping on frosted flakes. Like it's so dry because we've been in like kind of a dry spell. So the rain is definitely much needed. But of course, like with any strong storm, you got to treat it as such and go inside. So it might like postpone your plans for about 30 minutes to an hour. But then after that, you should be good once the rain, it kind of rains itself out. Cochrane, like I said, south and central parts of the area, you're good, dry. You're welcome, Tamika. On Lake Sinclair and storming, yeah. over there in that area in Lake Sinclair, like that's a pretty big storm. And then not even that just storm in Baldwin County, but Lake Sinclair has its own storm. So if you're out on Lake Sinclair, please go inside if possible. Right now, no lightning strikes, but like I said, with any storm, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from the original storm. So the one that's west of Milledgeville could produce lightning strikes in Lake Sinclair, while that one kind of complex of storms in Lake Sinclair is not producing any lightning itself. Just be very careful. Go inside if you can for a little bit. Like I said, give these storms about an hour and they will rain themselves out. So it's not, like I said, it's not like you're going to be inside all day the rest of the day. Like these will be gone in a heartbeat. Yeah, round two back in Waco. Yeah, those storms, like I said, you'll have those pop-up showers and storms. They'll come and go. They'll come and go and come and go. But again, these are not really moving anywhere. Like if you're watching the radar loop now, you're seeing how that storm kind of just like gathered itself and then just sits. It's not directly moving anywhere. So nothing really to note from the Weather Service. As of right now, they issued a strong thunderstorm, like a strong thunderstorm will impact Rockdale and Newton counties, but that's in Atlanta, so not our area. Just thundering in Baldwin, yeah, that lightning's kind of going everywhere in Baldwin. It's kind of a mess of a storm. Few drops in Bonaire, yeah, we need the rain. Sunny here in Lizelle. That's the funny part, right? Because like we have these showers and storms like taking over parts of Lake Sinclair, but you had maybe a few counties south and you're getting sunshine. And that's why we kind of, if you ever see those icons on our 7-day forecast, it has the sunshine and then the storm in front of it, because we kind of have to account for places. Some places will get a lot of sunshine and no rain, and some places will get storms and then sunshine later. So that's why I use that little sunny, stormy icon. What we got is severe thunderstorm warning. It's in effect until 5 p.m. for Lamar, Upson, and Monroe counties. So that's what we got going on here. No problem, Don. Pouring in Sandersville right now, not complaining because we need it. Yeah, definitely need the rain. It never rains in Jones County. Why, oh why? Yeah, that storm kind of like said, bye, see you later. We're going to head towards Milledgeville, because it wasn't gray about an hour ago. Now it's all the way in Milledgeville. So Jones County is actually very dry right now. We've got an inch and a half, or half an inch of rain since 4:18. It's white skies, thunder and lightning in Milledgeville. Yeah, I was saying, like, I was looking at the 1 hour accumulation of like total rainfall. Oh, y'all hear that? Oh, they chopped off the severe thunderstorm warning, but they extended the severe thunderstorm warning. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you live west in Milledgeville, apparently if you live in West Milledgeville, you got about over an inch of rain in the past hour. I mean, an inch is good, but we got to keep an eye out for that storm to see if it keeps producing heavy rain, because we'll have some flooding concerns if so, because an inch in an hour is a lot of rain. It's a lot of rain. Houston County. Let me come back to y'all's comments for just a quick second, because I want to give you an update on what we're seeing across the area. Oh, this is not an update, it's a new one. Okay. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Lamar and Monroe until 5:30. So that's for that complex of storms. It's just north of Barnesville. So now if you're in High Falls, this is for you too. So just keep an eye out for that. This one is saying the same thing, hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So that's for us in High Falls, Barnes, and West Forsyth. Not they're selling boats in Centerville. That's actually very funny. Houston County, like I said, there was a a strong thunderstorm in Houston County. Houston County, south of Bibb area, anywhere from Rutland down to Warner Robins. So just be careful if you live in that area. Strong thunderstorm going on. Pouring on 247 by Circle K. Yep. Anything about Macon, Shemaya says. Nothing about Macon. Macon just has like these small downpours going on in downtown. Live near Terracotta, down Highway 129. Really, between the splits is where this rain is going, which is not the best news, right? Because that's where a lot of people are driving. So just be careful. Be very careful. That's what we're looking at. So let's go. But yeah, that's what we're looking at in Macon. So nothing severe, but some heavy downpours going on right between the I-75, I-16 split. Rumbling and crackling in Bon Air, but no rain. Yeah, like I was saying, that lightning's kind of intense, right? You can hear that from miles and miles away. How close is thunder from Byron? You know what I mean? It's pretty close, pretty close. There's Byron. Centerville is just to your south and east. Centerville's getting heavy, heavy downpours. If you live down, like someone in the chat was saying, Highway 247, heavy downpours. Highway 41, heavy downpours. Byron, I would say this is about a few miles away from you. So while you're not going to get heavy downpours right now in Byron, you may get a lightning strike or two. You're welcome for the update. The Okmulgee. What part of the Okmulgee? It goes all the way. So if you can tell me, Kelly, what part you're on, because that's a really long river. If you're in Macon, if you're all the way down in like Hawkinsville, let me know so I can pinpoint exactly where. We're still good in Perry. Yeah, Perry kind of like somehow dodged all this. And you're not really seeing any lightning, but you're seeing those heavy downpours right in the heart of Perry, but no lightning, thankfully, near Houston Lake. Kathleen, you're kind of dry. Bon Air, just a few sneaky showers. Yeah, Haddock, like, you guys got a lot of rain. And like I was saying, we'll go back to that, like, 1 hour rainfall. Even Warner Robins got some pretty good rain from that one storm that's going on now. And what we can do, we can, like, kind of query them. About 1 inch, which is not bad. That's good rain. Near Roberta, about 1 inch. If we zoom out, where we're seeing that really heavy downpour right there in Jones and Baldwin. I saw about closer to 1.5 inches earlier, like 1.25 inches, and about a little more than 0.5 inch. So yeah, the good rain is coming to y'all. Enjoy it because other people are not getting any, right? But be careful if you're on the Jones-Baldwin County lines in west of Milledgeville or on Lake Sinclair. There's some heavy downpours, frequent lightning going on in those. But the 2 severe thunderstorm warnings we have now are in Lamar, Upson, and Monroe counties. The one that is in Lamar, Upson, and Monroe, the Tri-County one expires in, what time is it? 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. And then the one that is in just Lamar and Monroe, like northern parts of those counties, that's until 5:30. So I will be on here till 5:30 at the very least. Yeah, definitely. Like Mill said, if you're on Lake Sinclair, get off the water. It's probably best for you right now. Like I said, these storms are not going to be those all-day storms. So I don't want you guys to get sad and be like, oh, I have to get off the lake, right? Because it's storming. The rain will stop at a certain point. It's not going to be an all-night thing. These are, like we always call them, pop-up showers and storms. That means that they will rain themselves out and be done. Will Bon Air get any? That's what I'm kind of like trying to tell y'all. Like Allie, I was saying earlier that with these storms, we can't really, I wish we had technology that did that right, where we can pinpoint exactly where a storm will form. There have been some good models that have gotten like very near and like close to the actual places of storms on the day that they happen, but we can't like pinpoint a specific city and be like, yes, it will rain at such and such time. We kind of have to get a broader view and be like, hey, showers and storms across the area are possible between 2 to 9 p.m. So could it rain in Bon Air? Absolutely. Is it raining in Bon Air right now? Yes, actually. A very, very small shower. But in general, like a big thunderstorm, I can't really tell you if yes or no. You just have the possibility. You're welcome, everybody. What about Twiggs County? Yeah, Twiggs County, you have a small storm just like west of Ripley. But in that complex near the Middle Georgia Regional Airport, they're getting a lot of rain and lightning. So maybe some lightning can get over the county line. But mostly dry in Twiggs County for right now. Which direction is the storm going? So the storms are going nowhere. They're going up and not out. And that's our typical summertime pattern where clouds kind of mature and build and build and build. And then they collapse on themselves. So they're not really going to go anywhere. Like notice with this storm, the severe thunderstorm warning to the south, it just expired. But you're seeing that complex of storms just rained itself out. It was really heavy downpours earlier, and I can show you that right now. Heavy downpours near the Rock in Upson County, and then it rained itself out. That's what I'm saying. These storms are not really moving in any direction. They're going up and vertical in our atmosphere, and then once they kind of reach their strongest phase, they collapse on themselves. So the only active warning we have in central Georgia is this one in Monroe and Lamar, and that's until 5:30. So we'll keep going with this live video. Milledgeville, like I was saying, Milledgeville, you're getting a lot of heavy downpours, rain. This one is starting to rain itself out a little bit. Notice how we had those deep dark reds west of Milledgeville, and now it's just some lightning strikes, some moderate downpours, but that's about it. Cool. So, let's see. Okmulgee, North Macon area. Okay, thank you. I was like, yeah, the Okmulgee's a very, very long river, right? But North Macon, I mean, anywhere from like all the way down I-75, you should be good until you kind of hit the I-16 split. So if you're on the river right now, because I know the river obviously flows right through downtown, would be best to maybe like take a small breather. Not seeing any lightning, which is good. It means the storm is just a very weak, like not a weak storm, but a stronger shower. We consider a shower just rain. We consider storms with lightning and thunder, right? So just like a moderate shower going on just between the I-16 splits, and like even here at the station we're kind of hearing some rumbles of thunder. I think that's coming from the South Bibb, North Houston one. But the rest of the storms across central Georgia are not severe at this moment, except for this one in northern Lamar and northern Monroe counties. Let's see. Byron's getting pretty dark, a bit of thunder. Yeah, that's for that storm just to the east of the area. Thank you guys for the encouragement. And, and it's all right, just doing my job. Just doing my job. I obviously, went to school and trained for this. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is my life calling, so that's what I'm doing. Helping y'all, helping y'all. So rain is gone again in North Waco. Yeah, Mill. It's like those storms. Like I said, they're going to be pretty short-lived. They're going to go up, rain, come down. Go up, rain, come down. Any rain for the Jaybird Springs area? Rita, can you give me like a county? Because I don't specifically know that area. Oh, no problem, Barbara. No problem. Thank you, Tamika. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all y'all's comments. Like, I'm just here to help y'all. And this is just information to help y'all plan your day. That's just how it all works out. We're kind of like that bridge between the government and you guys. We kind of break down the science and let you know what you really need to know. And that's what my job is, and so that's why I'm on this live. So it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate your kind comments. But yeah, we had a severe thunderstorm warning in for Lamar and Monroe counties until 5:30. The Weather Service is now saying some stuff in the chat, so I'll read it out. Let's see. They issued a severe thunderstorm warning for another part of East Atlanta. And then they're just saying some storm reports that are not in our area. So, like I was saying, hail is a possibility in our area. Again, if you want to hear where your county is doing, I have some pretty good hail going on just north of Martinsville. So if you live near Milner, north and west of Goggins, north of Barnesville in Lamar County, you're seeing some hail, snap some pictures safely, and send them in to us and the Weather Service. They need that vital information from you to show how their forecasts are doing. Nothing here in Forsyth, but it looks like it's coming. Yeah, I mean, with that, right now, Forsyth, like, you're kind of cut off by the severe thunderstorm warning, right? It's for, like, really west Forsyth, so I'll zoom in even closer, like Collier. You live down Highway 41 West. This is for you. If you live up I-75 North, like I-75 North near like Box Ankle and Higgins Mill is getting kind of hammered with heavy downpours. Thankfully, though, the lightning is staying kind of in Lamar County, so not really. Okay, y'all hear that little beep? Okay, so we're going to continue this live even further because that storm complex I was seeing, like I was saying, it was maturing there in Bibb, Twiggs, and Houston has now been issued for a severe thunderstorm warning. So, yep, Twiggs is getting dark, like Barbara said, just on cue. So, Bibb County, we're talking about you now. So, anywhere from South Macon into Rutland, North Warner Robins, Dry Branch, just west of Jeffersonville, severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:45 for those areas. So still maintaining this kind of strength. Like I was saying, these storms will mature, they'll develop. And I think they're also encompassing those smaller parts of the storm. So they're including this big storm near the Middle Georgia Regional Airport, Warner Robins Air Force Base, Huber, all of that. But I also think they're encompassing these little smaller storms that are near Ripley, south of Dry Branch, near Terracotta, all those. So, and you're seeing those lightning flashes. That's kind of lightning in basically real time. I'm showing you that severe weather coming down. So again, for the Bibb, Houston, Twiggs one, 60-mile-per-hour winds, inch in diameter hail. So that's what we're seeing. So let's take a look. We're seeing maybe right. Okay, this is why we like stuff close to the radar, because you can kind of see that little pocket of like gusty winds right there. We'll see how fast they're going though. Oops, let's take this out and erase that. And here we go. About 20 miles an hour. I think they might be seeing something we're not, which is fine. But I think it's definitely for that hail. Again, this is radar indicated, not noted by anybody in person per se. So they're just kind of taking it as it goes. So let's do this for the hail sizes. Okay, some bigger hail going on at the Bibb and Twiggs County line. So if you live near Highway 23, near Reeds, Eggshell Road, Hilltop Hilltop Court, right there on the Bibb and Twiggs County lines. You're seeing them near Softkey, Rutland. So let's see how large that hail is. It's about a half an inch, up to an inch. So that's what we're seeing in there. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb, Houston, Twiggs goes for about 40 minutes. So that's another thing. Some heavy downpours coming down. I'm sure that's where the hail core is now, along I-16. So be careful. If you're joining me now and you're driving, be very careful if you're heading down I-16 near Macon. But again, this is not all Macon. This is South Macon. So if you live south of basically downtown, this is for you, but still downtown, you're getting a pretty good storm, like a little shower. And then here at the station, I can hear the lightning coming down and the thunder. So definitely a maturing storm. Cool. Cool. Took some great photos of the storm near Byron. Yes, Jennifer, if you can send that to me or send it to the station, you can email us at news@13wmaz.com. And we'll take those. We want to see those. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. What about Warner Robins? Yeah, Warner Robins, like northern parts of Warner Robins are in this severe thunderstorm warning. So that's Robins Air Force Base, Warner Robins. Not Sandersville, though. You are not in the severe thunderstorm warning. You're right outside of it, but still getting that heavy downpours, frequent lightning in that one too. But it's northeastern Warner Robins, basically, including the Air Force Base. Let's see, will there be anything else in Macon tonight? So yeah, let's take it to Future View for a little bit because I haven't been in a Future View in a while. And we'll get this going. Future View is showing, right? This is just one model, so don't take it like and hold on to it, and live by it. But this is one model, and one model is saying, again, these storms coming down. Notice, though, how it's not really picking up on the exact pinpoint locations. This is just a general view of the scattered showers and storms we'll see really for the next few hours. So continuing to have downpours really until about 11:30. And that's possible across all of central Georgia for today. And then we'll do the same thing as we head into tomorrow. We're still in this very unsettled pattern where afternoon showers and storms are likely. So this is Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday night, but a much less coverage of rain across the area for those places. So something to keep in mind. Let us continue with the severe thunderstorm warnings across the area. There's one just outside of our area now, kind of clipping or bordering Lamar and Upson, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That's just south of Zebulon, but that's not in our area. This one is, though, Lamar Monroe, that goes on for another 20 minutes. And then the one in Bibb, Twiggs, and Houston goes on for another about 35 minutes. Says Perry still has a storm warning. Is Perry included in this? Perry is not included in this, but Perry does have a pretty heavy shower going on. Perry is not in this. How's the storm near Milledgeville? Good question. Like I was saying, these storms go up and they go down. This is the one in Milledgeville. See how intense it was about an hour ago? This is it now. It's falling apart, which is great news, right? Now it's kind of like just light to moderate rain, maybe a few lightning strikes. If you live on Lake, or you live near Lake Sinclair, or you're on Lake Sinclair, if you're on the northern half of Lake Sinclair, still take those precautions, but the southern half that's in Baldwin County, you look like you're kind of letting up with that rain. Like I was saying, these storms are going to go up and down, and they will rain themselves out in a matter of an hour. So the one near Milledgeville is doing much better than earlier. Dublin, so again, big picture is showing you that the storms in the area are in the northern half. Dublin, you're starting to get a small shower, but we're mainly staying dry across the area for anywhere, really Johnson County all the way south and west towards Crisp and Dooley, and then east towards Montgomery. So that area is doing fine. Will there be anything for Dublin? Well, Dublin right now, you're kind of getting a small shower. Like I said, these pop-up showers are very possible. So I'm not saying this is a 0 chance. It's just not happening right now. And Future View showed us that it's possible this will continue and kind of move south and not move south and east, but get those areas that are south and east of here in kind of that picture of some rain by this evening. So not right now, but this evening. What's the email again? news@13wmaz.com. I will type it in the chat. Or how about this? News, like NUWS at 13wmaz.com. Is Kathleen going to get hit? Kathleen, you're kind of in this little bubble almost, where you're not really seeing much rain right now. The severe thunderstorm warning is just to your north. So you're not seeing any rain right now, but it is definitely possible that you will get some by the end of the night. Yeah, we are in the middle of this thing, right? So South Bibb County, yeah, you're kind of in there. So Rutland, you're in this. Like I was saying, Terracotta's in this. Basically, south of downtown and east is in this Wheeler Heights. Zooming even closer. So basically, anyone who lives near Eisenhower Parkway and south, you're in this. All the way down the Okmulgee. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning, down I-16. So if you were thinking about traveling down I-16 at this very moment and you live in Twiggs, Houston, or Bibb counties, I would advise you to hold off until the severe thunderstorm warning ends in about 30 minutes. But they were saying it's strong winds and some hail. Yeah, still seeing some hail. Even some hail here in North Macon. Seeing some hail there too. So again, very, very possible with these things. But I also want to make it super clear, crystal clear, that this is not going to be a tornadic or tornado event. And just as I say that with that hail core I just spotted in North Macon, they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Bibb and Jones counties now until 5:45. Like I said, that's possible with these hail cores that keep popping up across the area. Excuse me. And so we're going to continue that for really the next 30 minutes. But I want to make it crystal clear that this is not a tornadic threat. We don't have the ingredients for tornadoes. This is going to be a gusty winds and small hail thing. 1 second, I'm going to drink some water if you hear anything. All right, back to action. So let's do this. Again, 3 active severe thunderstorm warnings in our area. The one in Lamar and Monroe counties, that's until 5:30. You have the one in Bibb and Jones County, that's until 5:45. And then you have the one in Houston and Twiggs counties as well. Right. That's funny, Mill. That's actually really funny. Cool. Raining pretty hard there on Pierce Avenue. Yeah, with these storms, you're going to get some heavy downpours. That's really the biggest thing. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning, small hail. Gusty winds are possible as well. But really, around the area, I'm not really seeing the gusty winds. I'm seeing that small hail, especially in Bibb, Twiggs, and Houston counties. And I'll show you that again. So hail in North Macon, hail on the Twiggs and Bibb County border, and then hail in Twiggs County. And around the area, we're seeing more hail, not in our area. But these are the areas we're seeing some of that small hail. And that's where the severe thunderstorm warnings are. So that's why they're getting issued. Right now, there's a pretty strong storm going on in near Sandersville and Tinnell. So just be careful if you're out in that area. We'll watch that one as well. But around the area, if you live south of Houston County and east, you're staying pretty dry. Maybe just a pop-up shower or two. But the main ones we're looking at are the ones in Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, Monroe, and Lamar. Crawford County, you're just seeing a very light shower, but otherwise not really seeing anything. And just as I said, that one in Washington County, there we go. Severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County. This goes until 6 p.m. These severe thunderstorms are just popping up all over the place. Just getting enough energy in the area to kind of build itself, mature, bring some heavy rain, frequent lightning, and some small hail. So, like I was saying, I was just keeping an eye on that one, and boom, severe thunderstorm warning. So, again, small hail, gusty winds, all possible in this. Still not a drop on Highway 96 in Moody and Bonaire. Yeah, that's just the nature of these. They're going to be, you could just be a couple streets away and not get anything. But we are really seeing all this rain across the area. So, yes, we are seeing all of that. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for multiple places in north central Georgia. So yeah, that's what we're seeing. Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, Lamar, Monroe, and Washington, all of y'all. And so again, with these severe storms, we can definitely see some gusty winds, heavy downpours, all of that going on in the area. I'm gonna give y'all a second to keep an eye on that radar. Again, that's until the one in Monroe and Lamar, that's until 5:30, so we have another 10 minutes on that one. And then the one in Bibb and Lamar, oh, the radar went down. Give me 1 second. And I'll bring the radar right back up. Let us see. I'll change it to me so you can see what I'm doing. But the radar went down for a second while I switched the graphics over for a split second. So let's go back to that radar. But we're definitely going to see some of those storms popping around the area again, right? So that's going to be the name of the game. And I'll switch this over. Here we go. Again, those frequent downpours, frequent lightning, all that going on right now. So let's take this full again. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for those areas, really, the northern half of central Georgia. Everybody's kind of getting on this. Radar kind of went down for a second, so you're kind of seeing it kind of not showing on the data. So let me just push it on the now part so you kind of see what's going on at this very moment. And yes, so for these, and I'm about to hop back on the Facebook Live so I can show you guys again and hear what you guys are commenting. What about Dublin? Dublin, you are staying dry. It's really going to be the northern half of central Georgia. We're seeing all of this, right? So Lamar, Monroe, this one goes until 5:30. Small hail. We'll see if we see any small hail right now. Barely. So it's kind of just south of Orchard Hill. And that's Atlanta's area. So not really seeing any much else in that one. And like I said, these things die out pretty quick. So I'm sure that if this is not like maintain its intensity and it weakens over the next 10 minutes, this will be expired. The two in Bibb County, including Twiggs and Houston counties, that's going on for another 25-ish minutes. Hancock County, right now not seeing much in the way of any rain at all. Sparta is very, very dry, but kind of showers outline in north and southern parts of the area. Jasper and Putnam County starting to get some more rain in the picture. Eatonton, some heavy downpours over there as well. Remember the one in Milledgeville that like brought all of that lightning, showers, storms, heavy downpours? That's gone. Live on Lake Sinclair, you guys should be pretty good. So if you guys, unless you live in the Putnam County area of Lake Sinclair, I would not go out. But if you live in the Baldwin County area or the Hancock County, or you're on those parts of the lake, definitely you should be okay to go back on the water. I know a few people were wondering about that. We need the rain in Cochran, not the bad stuff, just rain. I know. I feel like everybody needs some rain for today, and we're just not getting it, right? So, yeah, I'll definitely need some more time. Maybe about 15 to 30, if that. For just for full. Yeah. Yes, please. And so if you're on Lake Sinclair, we'll see you'll be pretty good to go back out if you're on the Baldwin or the Hancock County areas. Johnson County, like I was saying, those areas are pretty dry. Johnson County, you're just north of that severe thunderstorm warning that's right now in Washington County. Let's see if we have any more hail in this Washington County one. Yeah, some hail, some smaller hail there in Washington County going on. And that is kind of what we're looking at. Maybe some gusty winds in that as well. Pouring on the north side of Warner Robins. Yep. I mean, this storm has been like kind of hammering that part, and a new one is developing now along I-75 south, going down towards Perry. So Perry, be careful. Seeing a lightning strike or two in that one, but this one that's in Bibb, Houston, and Twiggs is not really impacting Houston as much as it was earlier. But the Robins Air Force Base, Middle Georgia Regional Airport, you're still in this one, and then the Bibb and Jones one is for this like small but mighty cell that's producing lots of heavy rain, frequent lightning, and small hail in North Bibb. Not seeing any hail in this scan, which is good news, but still seeing some hail along in Twiggs County. So that's something to note. Any other questions about, Warner Robins had some, yep. So a lot of stuff going on, and I'll give you kind of the big picture of what we're seeing. Look at all the severe thunderstorm warnings between Atlanta and Macon. We're seeing two in Metro Atlanta, one right outside of our area, and then 4 within central Georgia itself. So be very careful. But again, with these, I know you guys want to see those fireworks. You want to do all that stuff. And don't go out canceling your fireworks plans, because that's just going to be no good for anybody. It's not going to be any fun or whatever. But these storms are not made to last. They are built off energy. And once they lose their energy, they are not going to be able to sustain themselves. So just like the one we saw in Millersville that was not warned, but it was a very strong storm, it did not hold together for very long. That was maybe a 45-minute to an hour storm. And I do want to show you the future view of what we're going to see for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to get ready for the show, because I'll be on at 6 p.m. and we'll talk all about this on the show, and we still have active warnings. I'll get right back on live. So it's not like we're going to miss any beats between now in the show and after the show, if these are still going. So let's zoom it back out. So for today, again, seeing the activity, but like I keep telling y'all, it's not going to be showing you the exact pinpointed location of where a storm will happen. It's just giving you the broad general overview of scattered showers will happen. So we'll continue that. 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. still active. So I imagine there is a pretty good possibility that we could get another severe thunderstorm warning before the night is over. But for the people who are not complaining, but kind of like sad that they haven't seen any rain today, your chance for rain may be coming as we head into the 9 to 10 p.m. hour. So something to keep in mind. We'll continue that, and then Monday looks similar, but not the same. Monday actually looks to be a bit drier. We're going to see some of that rain going on from about 11 to noon, and then 1 to 2 p.m. there they fire again with the heat of the day. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, seeing that. But notice how we're kind of drier into, we're kind of drier into the 7 to 8 p.m. hours. And then 11 to midnight tomorrow, maybe a little bit more wet for our northern areas. But again, this looks to be not as big of a chance for rain tomorrow for actual 4th of July, Independence Day. But still that chance for scattered showers and storms. So I'll take it back to the radar to show you once again that we do have these severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing in the area. And that is for this one that is supposed to expire in about 3 minutes, if I am correct. Yep, they're in about 2 minutes now. Lamar and Monroe. And then we have the ones in Bibb and Houston counties. That's until 5:45, and then the one again, Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, going on again till 5:45, and then the one in Washington County until 6. So we'll keep an eye on those. Again, those were issued for gusty winds, small hail. And while I haven't seen gusty winds on my part, maybe about 20, 30 miles an hour, not really up to 60. I've definitely seen small hail in that picture. So something to keep in mind. Like you said, Johnson was dry. Oh, you're good. Thank you for the photos, Jennifer. I appreciate that. What about Warner Robins and Perry? Yeah, so Warner Robins, you're in that severe thunderstorm warning if you live near the Air Force Base, if you're on the north side of Warner Robins. So I'll zoom in even closer. Let's get to like Alberta. You're getting some rain down Highway 129. So if you live there in those parts, Watson, I feel like I just saw Watson in this as well, but Watson Boulevard's going to be in this as well. But Perry, you're seeing some heavy downpours with a kind of isolated storm in the area, but Bonaire and Kathleen, you're very dry at this moment. Gray, so that was the funny part. We were just joking about maybe about 15 minutes ago how Jones County doesn't get any rain. So Haddock did get some rain earlier from that really strong storm that came through just west of Milledgeville and into Haddock, but Gray was dry. Maybe a few few lightning strikes just from those other storms around the area, but you're dry in Gray. Let's see. It's coming down windy. Yep. Sandersville, severe thunderstorm warning for y'all. So for Emily, I was saying, yeah, severe thunderstorm warning, Emily, for Sandersville, but notice how we're seeing an outflow boundary. If you pay really close attention, there's a small thin green line coming from Sandersville through Tennell, and then near Coney. Now, if those outflow boundaries collide, then we could get another storm popping up in Johnson County. So our friends who live in Wrightsville near Kite, you may be getting some rain in the next 30 minutes. So that might be good news if these outflow boundaries collide and bring more storms to the area. That will come to Johnson County and then southern parts of Washington County. But if you're in Sandersville, Davisboro, Tennell, Oconee, you're in a severe thunderstorm warning until 6 p.m. Yeah, watching the storms are always fun, but watching storms is always fun for me too, Jennifer. But yeah, we always have to encourage people to do it safely, right? We don't want you to risk your well-being just to get us a photo. But we definitely do appreciate the photos when you do send them. But the severe thunderstorm warning for Lamar and Monroe has now been canceled. In about the next 5 minutes, I'm going to wrap up this live just so I can prepare for the 6 p.m. show, just full transparency. But these severe thunderstorm warnings for Bibb, Houston, Jones, and Twiggs goes until 5:45. So this storm is kind of colliding with each other near the Bibb and Twiggs County lines. We'll see if there's any more hail going on. Okay, yeah. When hail starts to kind of dissipate, we start to not really see as much of a threat, right? So we'll kind of ask our computer system what we're seeing in terms of the winds. Not all too impressed by these. I mean, I'm seeing the most maybe 20, if any, which is good news for us. We don't want damaging winds in the picture, right? But I think these are mainly issued for hail. And right now, not seeing any hail coming down in those couple places. So that's good news. So I imagine these will probably be expiring in the next about 12-ish minutes. Yeah, Emily, in Washington County, it's coming down pretty bad. A lot of lightning, especially if you live in Sandersville. If you live in Sandersville, near Highway 540, near Highway 15, and then in Tanner, Sun Hill, Highway 242, near Tennell, going down again, Highway 68, Highway 15, lots and lots of lightning. So if you're in this severe thunderstorm warning in Washington County, please be inside and be safe about it because there's a lot of lightning. But like I keep saying, I know a lot of people are probably like, when can I shoot off fireworks? Well, these storms are, again, what we call pop-up storms. So they're going to mature. They're going to bring heavy downpours, lightning, hail, possibly some gusty winds, but then it's going to rain itself out, which is the best part. So these thunderstorms shouldn't last more than about an hour and a half. And that's what we get with our typical summertime showers and storms across the area. Into McRae, I was saying right now, that southern area, southern parts, so the southeastern parts of the area where we had the severe thunderstorm warning yesterday, are actually very dry for right now. For right now, though, like I said, for right now, that will not be the case. Maybe, most likely, as we head into the about 8 to 9 to 10 p.m. hours. The models are picking up that some heavy downpours are possible anywhere from Dublin to Cordele all the way into Vidalia for this evening into tonight. So keep an eye on that. But for right now, the active warnings are going to be for Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, Jones, and Washington counties. The Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, and Jones ones are going until 5:45. The one for Washington County is until 6 p.m. If you're in these areas, please be inside. Not take cover like you would for a tornado, but just be inside, away from windows. I found this on the web. Thanks, Siri. Be inside, away from tornadoes and away from windows. Excuse me. There is no tornadic threat for today, which is really great news. All we're looking at is damaging winds, which of course can be destructive as well, but what we're mainly seeing is hail. So just be careful. And frequent lightning, also something we're keeping an eye on in the area. But again, I will be here basically all night, right? We have the 6 and 11 going on. I'll be the meteorologist for both of those shows. The 6 does start in about 25 minutes. Again, those storms do go for the next about 10 to 25 minutes, but again, I will be back on the TV and we'll be live on 13 WMAZ on TV at 6 p.m. So I will give you a whole recap of all of this. I'll give you a breakdown, show you everything you need to know for the next few hours into tomorrow's plans. But again, if you live in Bibb, Houston, Twiggs, Jones counties, you are in a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:45 for damaging winds, small hail, frequent lightning, and then again, Washington County until 6 p.m. for those same exact threats. So just be safe. I will see y'all at 6 p.m.